Vajrayogini is one of the most popular subjects in art, almost as popular as Shakyamuni Buddha and Avalokiteshvara and Tara. In terms of tantric female deities, then she is probably the most popular. Now, there are very few books, there's very few publications in English on this large topic, but luckily we do have a publication came out in 2002 from Wisdom Publications called Vajrayogini, Her Visualizations, Rituals, and Forms. And the author is Elizabeth English, and I believe that she studied and graduated at Oxford, and I believe she studied with Sanderson, a great Sanskritist and a great Shaiva scholar. So this book is quite thick, and it deals with a lot of original texts, Sanskrit and possibly Newar, and it presents many of the different forms. Now, personally, I've come up with about 50 different forms of Vajrayogini, which of course includes Krotakali and Vajravarahi and the white Yogini and white Varahi, all the different forms. And there may be more. I do think that the Newars of the Kathmandu Valley probably had a special fondness for Vajrayogini and kept more of the different forms alive and propitiated and practiced with ritual texts. So this publication, Vajrayogini, has a lot of images, and the images, most of them are drawn from, I believe they're mostly drawn from Lokesh Chandra and Raghu Vira's publications of the fourth Panchen Lama's Rinjung Lentop. So there's a lot of drawings, a lot of block prints, a lot of different names, and a lot of history in this book. So this book really is the only large source, and one of only 2, 3, or 4 sources that we have in English, but this one is by far the best for the general subject of Vajrayogini. We've already talked a little bit about Chinnamasta, the severed-headed goddess, and a publication that Elizabeth Bernard did. So these two are really the main books to understand Vajrayogini. Now, later on, we'll talk a bit about the Rinjung Jatsa of Taranata and the 20 or so different forms of Vajrayogini that he presents. But this book is not translated into English. What we do have is we have block prints of the figures of Vajrayogini. But we will talk about the different sources that are available later for the Rinjung Jatsa and the Rinjung Lentop of the Panchen Lama. But in the meantime, there's only 2 books that are the most important for Vajrayogini in English, and that's Vajrayogini by Elizabeth English and Chinnamasta by Elizabeth Bernard. So press the like button, you can subscribe, you can join HAR on Patreon for more information, or you can go directly to the HAR website and make a donation, because Himalayan Art Resources is a not-for-profit educational organization, and we survive on your donations.